Hello everybody, welcome to Got Next Gaming. Your host Emp One Way here with a video on some RimWorld stuff. Some of you have been asking for quite some time about RimWorld Modded, and specifically lately somebody asked about the RimWorld 16 mods, as things have kind of changed with it going to Steam now. There's definitely a Steam version of RimWorld. It's been there since Alpha 14. Now it's Alpha 16, and trying to get some of these mods on here can prove to be interesting or challenging. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Steam page. We have the RimWorld page here. This is my particular library of the games that I have on Steam. And in here they have their workshop, which is kind of where you have to go in order to get your modifications. So really kind of simple in a way. You can browse the workshop, or you can come and see the specific things that they have here. Here's a couple of the I guess the popular ones or the latest ones or whatever. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at this one here. It's called Stack Merger. This happens to do with being able to stack mods. Stack your stuff efficiently for it when you're hauling, and you can just kind of stack all your material and everything else a lot better or whatever, or it makes the stacks bigger than what the default is in the game, which I think is like 75. So I'm just going to add this in here. All you have to do is hit subscribe in the Steam Workshop, and it kind of adds it to it. Then you have to go back and you have to start the game. So you go into RimWorld, you're going to play the game, you're going to launch the game. We're going to take a look at this here as it launches, and we'll go take a look at the mod. In the main menu here, they have a mods tab. You go into that, and you can kind of see all the mods that you have. You can enable them, disable them, whatever you want to do. So over here on the right side of the screen, there is mods. We're going to hover over that, and then we're going to click on that. And then you can see there's a bunch of mods that I've already installed, and there's Stack Merger right there. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for it to download. Don't worry about that. It'll eventually kind of download and come on in. But these mods are in here, but they are not active. So in order to make them active, kind of have to click on them and check them and say, yeah, I want that mod in there. So we're actually going to do EBD prepare carefully, and then we're going to do quantum cooling, and I think we're going to do stack merger for this, and we're going to create a new series here. So we're just going to go quickly into this, or close this out, and we're going to start a whole new colony for this. You may get like a debug thing when you launch the game, but if it comes up, you just clear it out and play the game. It's fine. Doesn't really affect anything, so to speak, that I've noticed anyway. So we're going to start a new colony. We'll go ahead and do that. There's a couple things here. I have one that I've created. There's the Extreme Survival Challenge as well, which I downloaded as well. And then there's mine. It's called Starting Over. And this one is the one that I've created and added to Steam. If you're interested at all, it's called Starting Over. A family of 4 take off for the stars, leaving their home behind to start fresh and live off the land and their own accord. Your family packs up everything you own, including the family pet. The spaceship you leave your home world with is the last piece of technology you will ever see. Or is it? Your faction will be new arrivals. You'll start with 4 people in drop pods. Players starting chance have a 25% chance of starting with Crypto Sleep Sickness, which just kind of slows things down and makes it a little more interesting. Not super hard or super difficult or anything like that. And then there's starting stuff that I have, and then the map is scattered with a whole bunch of other stuff as well, including survival meals, which is kind of helpful in that. But the game has its own scenarios, and then again, you can come down and open the workshop and download your own scenarios as well if you wanted to. But I'm going to do my Starting Over one. I kind of like that one. We'll hit next. And we're going to do Cassandra Classic, and we're going to do some challenge, because I usually get my butt kicked in this, and I hate embarrassing myself in this game, so we're not going to do that. And we're going to go jump in here, and they're going to do, let's do a seed. We'll call it Got Next, because that's the channel. And global coverage 30% is fine. Overall rainfall will make up a little higher. We'll leave temperature normal, and generate. So here is your globe. It's actually a planet now, and you can kind of scroll around and see it. We're only looking at 30% of it, as I had set in the thing. We're not looking at the entire planet. It takes a really long time to load if you do 100% global coverage. So you don't want to do that, otherwise you'll be waiting forever for it to generate. So don't do that. Just going to kind of go in here, and we're going to take a look around. You can see here, you can see who's in these particular places. If you look at them, it'll show you who's there. And if it's, where you want to kind of go, or if you want to go near it anyway. So I like to arid shrubland is a little tough. Temperate forest is not bad. Let's take a look and see what the terrain looks like here. So mountainous, I like mountainous. We're looking at the temperature, looks pretty good. Winter is 6 degrees, so it doesn't get too cold. And we have 50 days of a growing period for food, which is nice. Let's see. Maybe we could adjust this a little bit. We want some kind of winter, right? We don't want it to be always so warm. Average temperature is 16. Summer temperature gets kind of warm. 27 is pretty high. Average temperature 14. This is a little more acceptable because we'll get down into the freezing range every once in a while. We're close to a nasty faction, though, it looks like. I don't want to be that close to them. So let's go out here a little bit. Let's work more towards the mountains and take a look. Impassable terrain. That's fantastic. Mountainous is much better. And again, pretty good here. And it looks like we have a good faction there and then a bad one right there. So make things a little bit interesting. Let's go ahead and hit next. And now we have the prepare carefully bits and pieces of this where I can kind of go in and I have my 4 people. And with the prepare carefully, you can come in and kind of change certain stats and everything else. I'm not going to get crazy about this. I don't want to go super crazy. So we have 2 females. We have 3 females and a male. The male is 50, female 20, female 34, and female 37. So it looks like it's a single dad with his daughters coming to this planet. That's interesting. Shopkeeper, social, incapable of firefighting, and she's a pyromaniac. Figures. Dumb labor. That kind of bothers me. I'm going to be honest. I do not like the dumb labor part because I want everybody to be able to haul. It's my pet peeve. It's the one pet peeve that I have. You have to be able to haul. Oh, I just did the wrong person. And it doesn't matter because this actually looked out to be pretty good. So, Dina is the lover. Omega is her lover. So they're not even related, but Trudy is her sister. Interesting. All right. So we wanted to get Omega, right? Can't do dumb labor. I just can't do it. Randomize. No relationships. Intellectual, animals, artistic, that's fine. Slowpoke, left leg bite scar, 12, social, can cook, well, has a passion for cooking, small passion for fighting. I kind of like that. Special forces, adult, male. So we have 2 females now. And they're brothers. Oh, so this is the brother. And then now we have no real older male. 38. Sister is Trudy. Alright, let's take a look at the prepare carefully stuff. If we want to adjust any of this, we will. And everything there looks pretty good. I don't mind the incapable of firefighting. Points spend. That's fine. I don't need to adjust any of her other stuff. I don't think mining is good. Marcus is specialist. We'll leave him alone. Maverick as well. Again, here you can kind of get crazy if you want to. I don't really go too crazy with this stuff. Research 11, that's pretty good. This is actually pretty good. So we're going to save this. We're going to go next. This is where it kind of gets interesting. Now you can add stuff to what you already have in the prepare carefully, which I kind of like. So you can add it in things like resources if you wanted to. We can add in food, which we may want to do that. And it costs you 2.5 points, and you only get a certain amount of points that you're allowed to use. So points limit, points remaining 0. So yeah, we have no points remaining at all if we decide to stick with what we have here. We have a survival rifle, a pistol, a pastille knife. I mean, that's kind of the normal way to start with it. Apparel, medicine. Should I get a little bit more medicine? I have 24 medicine. We're actually set up pretty decently, to be honest with you. We're going to leave it alone. We're actually going to leave it alone. We're not going to do anything crazy. And there will be an animal, but it'll be random. So, going in. Something has gone terribly wrong. You were supposed to land safely on your new home. Instead, you were forced into the crypto sleep pods and have woken on some unknown planet. The ship has crashed and there is not much left. Gather what you can and survive the unknown. I have to get a little editing in there. Extra T on there. So it's there. And we're going to zoom out. We're going to let them get out of their pods, and we're going to pause right away. So, always like to do this because we want to take a look around the map and see where we want to get ourselves set up. I often do mountainous so I can build into the mountains, and there's a huge mountain area here. This is actually a pretty decent area, to be honest with you. It looks like it's pretty solid. Yeah, so this will be a nice little area here because we have a choke point here and a choke point here and a nice choke point over here as well. So we can build some walls here and then build more walls here, maybe just one major wall right through here. I think we'd build the wall out here though, just quickly looking, seeing the geothermals here because we're going to use those for power at some point. There looks to be a little bit of a wall there, so there's something hidden in there as well. We'll have to keep an eye on that. So what is this? Oh, we got jade. Jade and compacted machinery. Looking pretty good. Alright, so let's get things going. We're going to unforbid everything. Unforbid our steel. Unforbid our medicine. Unforbid the food. The knife. The thing. Whatever that is. Silver. More silver. More silver. And the pistol. Alright, so we got to take a look at everybody's stats. Who's the shooter? Is Marcus, right? Marcus is the shooter. You're going to get the knife, the rifle, I mean. And who's next? Maverick is a shooter as well. So you can have the pistol. Trudy is good at melee. Trudy's getting the knife. Yeah, and one person without it. Fantastic. Everybody get to work. Get your stuff. Everybody's good. Alright, so now what we're going to do. I like this wall that we have here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to claim that wall. Orders. Claim. We want that. That's our wall. It belongs to us now. We are actually going to build our first stockpile right here. We're going to do it like that because we're going to eventually build a wall around it. And they can get to work hauling. Everybody hauls. And we will take a look at this in a little bit. Once we get everything going, I'll come back and address all of the work and stuff like that and the priorities for everyone once we get it all set up. Got that. There's more food. Just having a quick look around the map while they finish off their hauling. It's raining already. Won't forbid that. More steel. I'll unforbid that. Alright, we're looking good. We're looking good. I'm actually going to come up around this side of things because maybe we'll build out something this way as well. First off, let's lay down our sleeping spots. So 1, 2, 3, 4 right away. And what we want to do is we want to build some sort of structure. Yeah. We'll build it like that. We're going to take that, we're going to cancel it. We're going to make that our door. Dumping stockpile. We need one of those too. Let's put it over here for now. Something small. We could haul that out. We can actually haul all of that out now that I'm thinking about it. Start hauling all of this. Keep that area clear. Structure, door. We'll put that into a doorway. Yeah, things are gonna get crazy real quick. We have a nice big area here. We might mine this all out. I gotta figure out how I want to do that. I'll definitely take those pieces out now. They're building the roof, so that'll be enclosed. We're gonna do more structure. We already have a risk for a break. 2 times. Everybody's already upset. It's wonderful. Alright, we need to start growing food. New growing zone. I think I want it more up here than anything else. Nice big growing area. We're going to make it potatoes. All right. All right, nice little humble start here. This is starting to look a little, we're going to have to figure this out. Well, maybe we'll make some rooms out of this. We'll mine this out, make some rooms. Dig it into the mountain a little bit more. Like that. We'll just mine that area out for now. Let them get to work. We'll plant some stuff. We have not much wood left, so we're going to have to start chopping wood as well. We'll do all of that. Then we cut down those trees as well that are over that area. They can do some mining and stuff. Alright, so while they're doing their stuff, let's get to the priorities. Everybody has to firefight they can. Somebody wants to break again. Everybody has to be a patient. Doctor. Passion for doctor. 3. So you're going to be the doctor first. Bed rest. Everybody flicks. Because when we start adding power switches in, it's got to be a priority for everybody. We have lots of social people here. One of them's got to be the warden. So whoever can... yeah, you're not going to be doing much of anything else. So maybe we'll make you the warden. You guys can do it secondary. You can be the handler because you have a passion for it. You can be the cook because you have a passion for it. You can be the hunter. Not bad at hunting either. Not bad at cooking either. Actually, you're going to be the cook for now. You'll be secondary cook only because even though you have a passion, you have low numbers for it. Construction's got to be a priority right now, or at least a high priority. Growing as well needs to be a high priority. You guys can help grow. I need more than one miner. Oh. Alright, when you're not growing, you're mining. Everybody hauls. Everybody cleans. You research. I'll worry about this stuff later. We need plant cutters. Miner, the pyromaniac, is on a fire-starting spree. Theo. Really? We're going to have to keep an eye on her, because she's going to wind up burning everything down. We might want to forbid her from being indoors. Yeah, people are going to get hurt. That's fantastic. I should have changed her from a pyromaniac. Just saying. So we got an area revealed as well. I didn't see that while I was doing some other stuff. But now she's back. She has got some issues. Yeah, it's super hot in here now. They're all gonna die. Everybody out. Let it burn. I mean, I don't even know. Like, really? 240. You guys can do whatever you want. I mean, at this point, I'm going to have to let it burn. What are you going to do? Oh, we got visitors, too. This is fantastic. $800 degrees. I mean, we're gonna have to forbid the whole wall. How do we do that? I mean, eventually, I guess eventually the fire will slow down, right? Yeah. Still super hot in there. There you go, there you go. Wow. So tragedy averted. They can go back into this room. Everybody's sleeping outside right now. After all the, that was actually a good way to get rid of all the shrubbery inside, right? We didn't need all that stuff anyway. However, I think we're going to put a cut in here. That's the way we're going to start these things off with the mods in here as we come to the name of our town. And we're going to call it Inferno. Because, yeah, that's what's going to happen here. It's going to be an inferno. Everything's just going to burn. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by and checking this out. Let me know about the whole mod situation. Not an engineer, I'm not a software developer. Don't know much about them, but that's kind of the way that you install them. And hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, and leave your comments below. And I'll see you around the channel. Goodbye now.